Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Ronan here. Doing a new thing. This is sorry for no updates lately. It's life's been kind of hectic and busy and whatnot. Haven't been able to really kind of sit down and like record some videos and stuff. But I'm back. And this is my new series, Combat Veteran Reacts. I know like YouTube is inundated with these combat, veteran react videos and Navy SEAL, Special Forces, all that reacts. I'm throwing my hat in the ring because I love milsims and shooters and simulators and all that. So here we are with the latest hotness. This is 6 Days in Fallujah. Little about me and my background. I did U.S. Army. I was with 10th Mountain Division. I deployed to Afghanistan. So this one's a little outside of my wheelhouse. I've never been to Iraq. I didn't fight in Fallujah. Um, I was in a very rural area of eastern Afghanistan during Operation Enduring Freedom 9. So, here it's a little different. Seeing like, the house to house. From what I understand, this game had some controversy to begin with. They'd originally announced it, and then people were kind of up in arms, like, because it's so recent and it's such recent history that they were kind of like, no, we don't, this is probably not in good taste. But then it's they went on hiatus with the development process, and now they're back and they've released it finally. Here it is, early access. It's not as polished and refined as it could be, but I haven't found so far. I mean, the gameplay itself, I haven't found any issues. It's really just the some of the fit and finish with the beginning. Like it. I guess I haven't tried it, but I guess you have to be with friends. I've just done open lobbies. Um, with four-man squad. That's how the game's set up. You have four-man squad, and you're basically going and doing this house to house, clearing. There's different missions, different objectives that you got to do on the different missions. But yeah, you can't really pick your role. It's not like Call of Duty where you jump in, you can pick, your role and your armament and, all your equipment. This is you pretty much are thrown into a squad and you're kind of auto assigned a role in the squad, whether you got the shotgun or here I've got the M249 squad automatic weapon, um, doing that machine gunner thing. Or an M16. They have various M16s and M4s. They've got like this one here. He's got the ACOG and the M203, which is really cool. I love the realism and the immersion, the detail. Weapons are super accurately depicted. They really do a good job with the development of this, and I really enjoy how the attention to detail really plays kind of a big role in the game. The cinematics are awesome. All the missions start out with the cinematic. Um, and they kind of show like the preface to the mission. It makes it really cool that the animation's great. And then you kind of like roll in different weapons. You got like the shotgun and all that. Like I said, the M16, the M4, and it really does a really good job of kind of adding to that realism. Um, the one thing like I really liked about this is it does kind of give you that sense of claustrophobia. Um, because like the M16 it's a long weapon. You get a 20-inch barrel on that thing, and like here you can see this guy. He's got the M16 in front of me with an ACOG, and it really makes it hard to clear rooms with an M16. I think here I have an M4. That's what it looks like. You got the you know the handguard here, and with the PAC-15 on it. Really realistic. The weapons are great. They're modeled really beautifully. You've got, you get into tight quarters and the weapon lowers when you get up against like a wall and stuff. And, um, we got pistols for some of your guys. It's just really cool to aim down the sight. There's two different aim down the sights. You've got the regular aim down the sight where you kind of just bring the weapon up, and you're just looking at that front sight. And then there's a more refined one where you can kind of zoom in and look through the rear peep sight, or if you have an ACOG, you look over the ACOG, see your front sight, and then you look through the ACOG with the zoomed in one. Um, Makes it really realistic when you aim down the sights with the Beretta. You got kind of the two, the quick look, and then the zoomed in sort of. I don't want to say zoomed in, but you look at it. But You go in, you clear these buildings. I really love the immersion, the communication. You can peek and lean and all that cool stuff. That's kind of makes the game a little more realistic. What I really like is the immersion where you drop your support hand to key your mic to talk to your teammates. So anytime you're communicating, you drop that support hand and you got to key the mic. Like they actually animate that, which is pretty cool, pretty realistic too. Um, it just adds to that immersion. And the other part about it is like the game is it's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the I honestly it's a lot tougher than some of those more kind of arcade style first person shooters. It's super, as realistic as one can try and make a first person shooter. You know, you've got to um you've got to really keep your head on a swivel. The bad guys could come from anywhere. I love that. I think it's cool. I really enjoy like the kind of it forces you to work as a team. It's a cohesive unit. That's cool. It's really immersive to, basically if you don't effectively move and communicate as a team, you're never gonna beat the mission. And I like that. It's the attention to detail is good. The development really good. There I'm really excited to see what they do with the final product. They're saying sometime in 2024 it's going to be a full finished game release. You can also check your status. I love that. Um, I didn't really get a clip of it. You could check with the M249. He kind of like lifts it up, shakes it, and you can see how many your round count. With the M16, any of the mag fed, you can tap the reload button, and he pulls the magazine out and looks, and it tells you how many rounds you have. A little realism breaking, but not terrible. Just because just looking in the magazine, okay, yeah, there's bullets in there, but you can't see exactly how many. But other than that, it's pretty realistic. You work as a team, you communicate, and yeah, it's a fun game. I really enjoy it. It's for some, yeah, I could see how it could be bad for like PTSD. I get that. I'm I'm super into games and I'm not really bothered by it. I guess because I can kind of separate the realism. Um, but yeah, it's a good game and it's really well made. I do love like the gun mechanics, the shooting mechanics, the all the physics. You're not shooting super long, so there's no bullet drop things. And then the first aid, like you can be there's three levels of getting I guess wounded. The first one is you get shot at and you think you're hit, and it tells you to get to cover. You get to cover, check yourself out, and if you're not hit, you're like, cool, I'm back in the fight, I'm good. Then there's you get hit and you have to administer self first aid. So there you kind of like heal your wound, and then as you just saw here, incapacitated, your teammates got to help you, and you've got kind of a bleed out timer, which is kind of cool. Um, it definitely adds another level of challenge to the game. And if your guy goes down, like you could get reinforcements. I think, from what I understand, I think it's just one time you can get reinforced from the AAV, which is kind of like your mission start location. And in some of the missions, the AAV moves, your convoy moves or your armored vehicle moves. So that's pretty neat little added feature there. So it's not like completely like uh you know we're out permadeath. You got to start all over. They kind of try and maximize replayability and all that. But super realistic. It's one of the harder games. It's pretty intense. It's pretty tough. Even if you were an experienced gamer, you're probably going to struggle with this one a little bit at the first start. There's kind of a learning curve at like, it's just the tactics and the team movement and stuff you've got to really kind of stay on top of. Um, you could do the when you die, when you get killed, you can do the kind of observer mode where you're spectating. That's pretty neat. Camera angles sometimes get a little wonky, but yeah, I mean, like, you know, it's it's pretty realistic. You don't like have like a health bar. You get shot, you're wounded, and you can buy it, man. And yeah, it's a pretty cool game. I really enjoy it. Looking forward to playing it some more. But yeah, so I'm gonna wrap up here. Don't want to keep everybody too long, but thanks for watching, and leave a like if you're not subscribed. I'd appreciate it. I love all my subscription people, all my subscribers, I should say. And yeah, if you guys want to see more of this, these kind of React videos where I kind of can do a little breakdown, I can go more in depth. I could do like a more in-depth breakdown of this game if people want that. It's all about you guys. Like, I make these videos. I have fun doing it, but I don't just make them for me. I, got audience here. Check it out. This is that, take cover, check for wounds. And it's like, yep, got to administer first aid. But yeah, if you want to see more of this content, I will definitely, be up for making more of this React kind of videos. Um, yeah, it, it's a pretty this is a pretty cool game. I definitely rank it pretty high. Look forward to seeing what kind of stuff they do with the finished final product. But thanks for watching. I appreciate everybody. Um, yeah, and we'll see you next time. If you want more content like this, just leave me a comment. I am receptive to all comments, and I will catch y'all on the next one. You guys have a great day.